Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Tuesday, April 28th, 2015. I'm your presenter, Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Join in building a culture of prevention on occupational safety and health is a theme that is timely, so notes Federal Minister of Labour, the Honourable Vance Amory. His comment came as part of an address to mark today's observance of World Day for Safety and Health at Work, designated by the International Labour Organization. The address, which was first aired last evening, is one of several activities the St. Kitts Nevis Ministry of Labour is hosting to promote the prevention of occupational accidents and diseases.
The time is ripe for us here in the Federation to commence the creation of a preventative culture in occupational safety and health, to ensure safe workplaces, decent work, and also to ensure increase in productivity, diminishing the increasing cost to our social protection schemes, but most importantly, to protect the health and safety of people.
Building a culture of prevention on occupational safety and health is a joint commitment by government, employees, and employers, Amory says.
Governments, private sector employers, and workers must actively participate in securing a safe and healthy working environment through a system of defined rights, responsibilities, and duties, and the highest priority accorded to the principle of prevention. It also requires that employers at the top not only buy into safety as a priority and ethical responsibility, but are willing to invest both time and monetary resources to establish that principle. But just as important, it is necessary to ensure the participation of workers as a critical element in recognizing and identifying hazards, contributing to well-informed risk assessments, planning effective preventive measures, and implementing prevention and mitigation measures in the workplace.
According to Amory, these efforts start at the top and trickle down to the workplaces, schools, and finally homes. He adds that the development of a culture of prevention in schools calls for the inclusion of aspects of safety and health in the school's curricula.
Such a program will emphasize the importance of formal partnerships between institutions as a means to promoting occupational safety education and training in a well-established structure. Such institutions may include, for example, the Ministry of Education, the Department of Labour, and the Ministry of Health, employers' representatives, chambers of commerce and industry, workers' unions, social security, and occupational risk prevention experts. As part of the process to begin the awareness of the importance of safety and health issues in the Federation, the Labour Commissioner and other members of staff at the Department of Labour will engage in a number of activities in the schools and in the business places in St. Kitts and Nevis. They will also participate in a roundtable discussion on ZIZ television and radio on the topic Building a Culture of Prevention in Occupational Safety and Health.
April 28th is also the International Commemoration Day for Dead and Injured Workers, organized worldwide by the trade union movement since 1996. Its purpose is to honor the memory of victims of occupational accidents and diseases. Two students from the University of Applied Sciences in the Netherlands are currently in Nevis doing clinical research, which is expected to help to validate the island's health programs and to suggest plans for improvement. Nursing students Elodie and Claudia are the third set of students from the university to do their 3-month internship in Nevis. The research will focus on senior citizens 65 years and older.
We want to know more about the health-related quality of life of the elderly on Nevis. We have 3 questionnaires, 3 short questionnaires, and the research will take about 15 at 20 minutes. And the 3 questionnaires have all their own subjects. And we let the participants know their rights. So they get a form with the rights on it. And the form will say that you will be anonymous, that only we will know the results, the raw data. But the results we are going to use for everyone can see the results after we have analyzed the information.
We're going to meet some of the elderly to ask them some questions. And that's what we need, and then we can identify the needs of the people. There's a questionnaire from the World Health Organization that assess the quality of life of people. So they have a question: how would you rate your quality of life? And you have to give to a scale from 1 to 5. You have to get a number. So 5 is very good and 1 is bad. So we can see what things matter the most for the people. We will do it all the analyze, and that's what you mean, I think. But we will give the analyze to the Ministry of Health, or the Ministry of Social Services. So maybe there needs some adjustment.
Dr. Glenville Leibert's Eureka Health Services is the sponsor and supervising agency for the research.
We will have some input into the analysis in terms of the write-up, the discussion, critiquing it before it is released, so that, it will be a collaborative approach. And then when it is released, then we will see that it is properly disseminated, probably have a post-study presentation or conference to discuss the findings, as we have done with previous studies of a similar nature. Yes, and we would like to officially at this moment thank the Ministry of Health for their support of this project and approving it, the Ministry of Social Development as well, and you, Curtis, and the media, and you, the people of Nevis, for accepting us and welcoming this initiative, this study, so that we could learn better the healthcare needs of the elderly over 65.
Meantime, the students also gave us their impressions of the island.
We told everybody about Nevis, so now a lot of people in the Netherlands know where Nevis is. The weather is very good and the beach is beautiful.
So you both swim?
Yes, yes.
But we left the Netherlands in March, and then it was still freezing there. So we have to adjust, and we're getting tanned a little bit. So we're enjoying it. We love it.
And the people are very nice and very warm.
The findings of the students' research are expected to be available by the end of June. The NIA's Health Promotion Unit continues its efforts to combat the spread of gastroenteritis, a virus which causes inflammation of the intestines and stomach, resulting in vomiting and diarrhea. The unit is now partnering with 3 government agencies to promote proper and frequent hand washing. The Nevis Water Department, the Nevis Electricity Company Limited NEVLEC, and the Nevis Post Office have joined the Clean Hands Save Lives campaign.
The UN Global Initiative for Water presents a report that seeks to increase the awareness, and what they seek to do is to elevate the accessibility to fresh water. And it has now been realized globally that water and sanitation is a very important role in the hygiene of the world on a whole. We at the Water Department do recognize this, and through the Ministry of Communications, we are hoping to maintain uninterrupted flow of water to the general public. Again, I want to thank the general public for their support as we seek to eliminate and reduce this prevalent virus.
So the wealth of the nation will always be health. And we know that we are what we eat. And so we at NEVLEC, we are very happy to be participating in a venture as good as this, because we know if we wash our hands are what we use to eat. And so washing our hands and keeping them clean determine what goes into our body. So again, we want to thank the Ministry of Health and for partnering or bringing us on board. And we think that the initiative is good. And NEVLEC stands ready for anything like this. So don't be afraid to call us if ever again when you need us.
We at the Post Office are pleased to be a part of the awareness drive that the Ministry and Department of Health has initiated to ensure that every household on the island is educated on gastroenteritis and proper frequent hand washing. This viral infection is negatively affecting the health and livelihood of the population, and it is important that we partner with the Ministry of Health to get the word out on hand washing and good hygiene in general. We are asking the public to look for an awareness note that will be strategically stamped on the utility bills, and we expect everyone to share with family and friends.
Health educator Shavane Nesbitt told us the idea behind the initiative.
Every household will be getting a water bill and an electricity bill. So therefore, if one household has in 5 people, the message is not only reaching to one person, it's reaching to 5 people. So basically, each one teach one message via utility bill. So we want to get the message out there, wash your hands. And the 7-step process can be seen on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Health Matters. Wash your hands often, clean hands, save lives.
In the first quarter of 2015, the Ministry of Health saw an increase in the number of cases of gastroenteritis. Coming up after the break, Prime Minister says prison officers deserve fair share. Stay tuned.
Taxes are the lifeblood of a nation. Feel good about what your tax dollars do in Nevis. As a responsible citizen, your tax dollars support caring for the elderly. Pay your taxes on time. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis.
Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back. Premier and Minister of Finance, the Honorable Vance Amory, says the 15 participants who recently graduated from a course in computerized management accounting systems for micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises now have a powerful tool at their disposal. The Premier was addressing the closing ceremony of the training funded by the Caribbean Development Bank's Caribbean Technological Consultancy Services and the NIA's Small Enterprise Development CDU.
I'm sure all of you have access to a computer of some sort. So you have that very powerful tool which I want to encourage you to use so that our small and medium enterprises can continue to grow and play an important role in the ongoing economic activity and economic growth of the country. Now, I think we are seeing in the next year or this year positive indicators of growth for the next 4, 5 or more years. And if you have a viable small business, it is very possible that your small business, could play an important role in that growth.
The 8-day course was facilitated by Catherine Forbes, Director of CIDU, and Alexa Pemberton of Business Enhancement Services.
I saw the sparkle in the eyes and the sound of excitement in your voices as many of you began to realize that QuickBooks was not as hard as you thought it was. How you realized that QuickBooks is a tool that can be used in managing your business much easier. It was also so encouraging and rewarding each time I heard you say, "Yes, I got it," or "If only I knew it could have made life so much easier, I would have started it long time ago." I hope that all of you will continue to feel this way. And please note that we at CIDU pledge to continue to give you and all MSMEs whatever support we can. We are committed to helping you succeed in your business endeavors.
You are now equipped with an instrument to help you better manage your business and your business finances. So go back to your business, put QuickBooks into action, encourage your other business counterparts to do the same. I, with Alexa Pemberton, I endeavor through my business enhancement services, working along with CIDU and the Nevis Island Administration to provide training support. Tell your other counterparts to listen out for the next QuickBooks training session.
Shakima Parry, who spoke on behalf of the participants, endorsed the program, saying she was proud to have been chosen to receive the training. Computerized management accounting systems training is the start of a number of activities which will take place throughout 2015 as the Small Enterprise Development Unit continues its thrust to support small businesses. Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris, says he appreciates that the job of a prison officer is a high-risk one, and therefore the officers need to be rewarded properly and appropriately. The Prime Minister, who made the remark at a meeting with the St. Kitts and Nevis prison officers last Wednesday, April 22nd, said they contribute in a very significant way to the maintenance of law and order in the Federation and should have a fair share of the resources which are available to the security forces. The Prime Minister, who was at the time visiting Her Majesty's prison, also spoke frankly about the infrastructural challenges at the prison and the long delay in implementing a solution to an ever-growing problem. He said for a long time there has been a conversation regarding the need for more appropriate facilities being available for those who serve as employees, administrators, and inmates, and his government would wish to pursue those developments in an expeditious manner. He committed that the new administration would work hard to deliver. Meantime, a number of prison officers pointed to the need for greater accountability and a more enabling environment for their career growth. They also spoke candidly and passionately on a range of other issues and concerns related to management, personnel, security, and training and operations. Prime Minister Harris thanked the officers for their candor and gave the assurance that his administration is fully committed to carrying out the mandate of the people and will work diligently to bring a better quality of life to them and their families. That's it for tonight's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. Good night.